From SOS to Yakisoba, we're reviving military eats, past and present. Relive those worst of times, best of times. Allow your senses to take you back as we spice up these classics.
We tackle Yakisoba, a Chow Hall favorite, across all the branches. Let's dig into it.
Let's dive deeper into the fascinating history of Yakisoba in U.S. military cuisine, a dish that is as much a symbol of cultural fusion as it is a de facto staple. While the origins of Yakisoba trace back to the early 20th century Japan, where it evolved from Chinese chow mein into a street food favorite of fried soba noodles with veggies, pork, and Worcestershire-inspired sauce, the American military version is a post-World War II creation born from occupation and adaptation. After Japan's surrender in 1945, U.S. forces occupied the country until 1952, exposing soldiers to local foods like yakisoba, literally fried buckwheat noodles. But with supply chains prioritizing familiar ingredients, Army cooks substituted spaghetti for soba noodles, ground beef for pork, and added soy sauce, onions, and peppers to create Hamburger Yakisoba, a hearty one-pot meal that's filling and easy to scale for hundreds. By the Korean War in the 1950s and Vietnam era in the 1960s and 70s, this adapted yakisoba spread across Pacific bases, becoming a morale booster in mess halls. Soldiers lined up for it on Asian food days, appreciating its savory comfort amid rations. Official U.S. Army recipes, like the one in the Quartermaster Corps' publications, formalized it with ingredients such as 30 pounds of ground beef for 100 portions, emphasizing its role in feeding troops efficiently. At places like Fort Campbell, it was a weekly highlight by the 2010s. Though some vets joked it was a greasy mess or an Army invention until discovering its Japanese roots, even today it's on 28-day muster menus for Marine Corps bases in the Pacific, with high sodium levels reflecting its mass prep nature. What makes it iconic? It's a testament to military improvisation, turning foreign flavors into American comfort food that evokes camaraderie and homesickness. From occupation-era exchanges to modern defects, Hamburger Yakisoba bridges cultures, and we're honoring that legacy with a fiery twist using grill your ass off seasonings.
All right, for this yakisoba, we're going to be using some grass-fed beef, 1 pound. 80. You want to do at least 80-20 or 85-15. And we're going to cook this off. We're going to season it up with grill your ass off. We're going to be using Willie Pete chicken seasoning. Don't let it fool you. And we're going to be using salt and pepper, which is their standard issue. Mixing that in. We also have 1 diced onion and 1 half Julienne cut bell pepper, green bell pepper. So we'll be cooking this up. Let's get you in here so you can see what we're doing. All right, so I just added a little bit of beef tallow to the bottom of this wok. We're getting hot now. Go ahead and add our beef. All right, we're going to add our salt, pepper, and then we're going to add our Willie Pete. The Willie Pete's got a little pepper in it, chili pepper. Got some great kick to it, also very garlicky. That's why I didn't use salt, pepper, garlic. Add a little bit more. Now we're just cooking this off till the redness goes away. We're not trying to cook it till it's dark brown, because it's got to continue to cook once we add veggies and stuff to it. Might add a little more seasoning. Looks like we're a little thin, because the noodles will help take care of this. Just like a rice does, it helps absorb some of the flavors. The military version of yakisoba is a fusion of American ingenuity from Asian influence, from Japanese and Chinese street food. So yakisoba is Japanese street food with soba noodles taken from Chinese chow mein. So I'm sure you'll hear about that in the history that I reported earlier, but we made it ours by using spaghetti noodles. All right, going in with the onions and bell peppers. If you don't have a wok, you can use a big skillet. I recommend something with a large flat bottom so everything gets good. Because when you add the noodles in, it's going to fill the pot up more. So I use a cast iron wok. We'll let this cook for a little bit. All right. One of the things we do as this is starting to finish off on these vegetables, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce and about a teaspoon of fish sauce. Not get enough of the aromatics. I have 1 pound of bucatini, which is a spaghetti out of Italy that is thick. It's got a hole down the center of it. It's the most like soba I could find. Americanized yakisoba in the chow hall, they used to use spaghetti noodles. I wanted the thicker noodles because it's more traditional, like the soba noodles. So we're going with that. I'm going to dump those in. These are al dente. They're not cooked. They're tender, but they're not like mushy yet. And then we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil. And we're just going to stir that up. Just going to mix this up until it's all good and coated with the oils, the seasonings. Give it a chance to fry a little bit. It's almost like stir fry. All right, so here we have our chow hall yakisoba. Smells awesome. Let's get in here and try some of this. The biggest key for this that sometimes the chow hall screws up is overcooking the noodles, overcooking the vegetables, or undercooking the vegetables. So let's try this out. Good flavor. The vegetables have just enough crunch to them to where they're just soft. The noodles are nice and pillowy, but they're not chewy. They're not fall apart mushy. They're perfect. And then of course the beef seasoned well, and you got the spices running all the way through it. You got a little bit of that saltiness of the soy sauce. Got a little bit of that sesame oil in there. But this is a chow hall favorite. This was one of the most requested when I started asking folks what kind of meals they remember from the chow hall. This is one of them. Man, and it's good too. So if you're looking for some nostalgia from your time in the service, great one. Great to serve the family, share with the kids, the grandkids, what you used to eat. It's a great meal. Americanized yakisoba. You can use whatever kind of meat you want in there. You don't have to use beef. Any kind of ground, or even small chunks of tenderloin or something like that. But still, very good, very appetizing, good filler too. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the series.